far as features on the album go, first and foremost, I was blessed to have a lot of friends come through, cats that I consider brothers from another mother, and that kind of way really come through, man, for you boys at the last minute. Some, showed love early on from the beginning, from the inception of this project, but I've always been a fan of Jedi Montrix for the longest time. The entire camp, Outer Space. I was very fortunate to meet these guys while they were touring in '03. Actually, first time I met Vinny Paz, first time I met Crip and Planet from Outer Space. Had actually introduced him to a friend of mine who was a boxer, which was Rocky Warriors at the time. And I remember Van being incredibly, ecstatic about that. I went to shake his hand, he saw Rock and was like, yo, what up, Rock? And kind of went his own way. And you know what I'm saying? And afterwards, did the show and whatnot. And even though he's always a man of very few words, I never forget that after that show, he kind of came up to me afterwards and the performance and whatnot. He was like, look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Some people have it, some people don't have it. But you have it. But I'm going to tell you one thing, you're in the wrong fucking city for what it is that you do. And I didn't really think that those words resonated so much shortly after that. But as time went on, I knew exactly what it was that he was talking about. And long story short, we built a good relationship, a good rapport. We started working with them. I started doing the Texas run, the tours with them, and built up a great friendship. And ultimately, that was the first, part of the crew that I went after for features on the album. So I got Vinny Paz to come through right on time the way he said it was. My boys Outer Space, Planet and Crip, definitely two brothers, man, to show a lot of love. Put them on the album. We got an incredible joint on there. And it's funny because the affiliations with these guys have led me to link up with other guys that are either part of the crew, part of that whole fam, part of that whole movement. So, based off of Planet and Crip, I met Blackistan. Based off of Blackistan, I met his producer Colombian, off of the Vinny features and the affiliation with AOTP and Outer Space, I met Reef the Lost Cause, and it was kind of like, it all just kind of started to swirl and it all started to make more sense. So when I started asking these guys for features, the love was there, man. It wasn't anything about money. It wasn't anything about, whatever, man, talk to my manager type of shit. I mean, these are real niggas that just came through at the last minute and was like, yo, man, we got you. Whatever it is that you need, let's put it down. And, big ups to all of these cats, man, because they're all incredible in their own right. From Van, Outer Space, my man Blackistan in Connecticut, who's definitely an incredible lyricist, incredible artist. His producer Colombian, I got my man Cornbread, H-Town's own Cornbread on the project, who is definitely a beast in his own lane, Like, got him on there, my R&B singer Romance is on there. Of course, big shout out to Reef the Lost Cause for making the album, another incredible lyricist. I mean, I just was wanting to make sure that I surrounded myself with cats that actually gave a shit about this music and not anybody that just took the record, added a hot 16 to it and didn't give a fuck about it. Like, you can honestly tell that these cats jumped on the record with the notion of slaughtering it, and that they did. And so big shout out to them brothers, Like, they really came through, they really did their thing for your boy, and I'm definitely 100% humbled by that. So I hope we make a lot more music in the future.